Okay, so at number 5 for me, I have the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. Sure, Wake Forest has an argument at being the worst Power 4 team in football history, but over the last few years, they've been pretty solid. Dave Clawson was a program builder coach, and he did a lot with very little at Wake Forest. Unfortunately, he would end up retiring, and they moved forward with Jake Dickert. He was the head coach at Washington State, and he ended up doing solid with the Cougars before taking the job at Wake Forest. There was some controversy with that move, but no matter what, he was the head coach for the Demon Deacons and had a lot of work cut out for him. The first job for him was finding a new starting quarterback, as Hank Bachmeier had gone off to the NFL. I think he got cut. The guys he brought in included Robbie Ashford and Deshaun Purdy. Both of these players could not be more different, as Robbie Ashford was a blue-chip recruit and is now on his 4th school, whereas Deshaun Purdy was a 3-star recruit who spent 1 year at Charlotte before transferring for his 2nd season to Wake Forest after a brief stop at Florida. There was a weird saga with that. Expectations were not high for Wake Forest, as many believed they'd be at the bottom of the ACC, but what happened in Week 1 was absolutely embarrassing for them. They'd end up facing off with the worst team in the FBS in Kennesaw State, who's now on their 2nd coach in school history and their 2nd year in the FBS. I mean, Kennesaw State is absolutely horrible. This game was also at home, and the fans just straight up did not care. There was pretty much no one in attendance for this game, but honestly, they missed out on a somewhat thrilling game. Forest Demon Deacons would end up winning 10-9 after Kennesaw State could not execute at the end. What's really embarrassing is that Kennesaw State actually missed an extra point. That's the reason why they only lost by 1, but Wake Forest also had a blocked field goal in the first half. They didn't really get anything going, they had a key injury, and this was just embarrassing. Jake Dickert is now 1-0 as a head coach at Wake Forest, but they beat the worst team in the country by 1 point. If Wake Forest wants any amount of respect, that did not gain them any, and if anything, I don't know if they're much better than Stanford or Northwestern right now.